if we were to see our neighbor with a loaf of bread, somebody please get that in 2 15. If we were to see our neighbor with a loaf of bread and we owned a gun, we might say, well, I'm sorry, you're a good neighbor, and we've been friends for years, but my children haven't eaten today.
That's 2 Ezra 6.
Alex Jones say,
friends that, yeah.
He said he'll eat a motherfucker.
he said he'll eat a motherfucker, man. He
Who's
said,
it?
my neighbors, I'm ready to eat them.
Who said that?
Alex
Alex
Jones.
Jones.
Oh, yeah.
He'll make a sandwich.
Yeah.
Make a people sandwich, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 Ezra 15 and 19.
Yep.
A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, for sport and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
Can you read that again, bro? A
man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
Yeah, when this famine fully hits, all the pride of these people are gonna be running for safety, man. Trying to look for food, ready to kill each other and eat each other just to have a meal. That's the day that's coming. That's what you people are prepared for, and the grocery stores are trying to disguise the fact that they don't have as much food as they don't have.
This is the worst time to be letting all type of fucking immigrants and motherfuckers in.
Yep.
Because now, just think about it, the food's dwindling, but more people
needing food
coming in that need to eat.
You get all of it.
That's a recipe for disaster.
Right.
And then these are third world conditions these people are coming
Put an ad in the paper.
they're used to it, but they're gonna be willing. They're gonna be desperate.
Yeah, because they're coming from a different level of seriousness.
They come from a third world country. Yeah, so
They'll kill, you know, over a fucking sandwich, man.
Yeah.
To us, we lacking in that stuff, but to them, coming from that third world condition, we look like
We got it. Yeah, abundance of reason. Yep.
so a famine ain't shit to them because they used to struggling. They used to going without having, you know, food. A meal a day, a meal every 2 days.
Yeah.
That's
Common for them.
yeah. They used to eating fruit.
Yeah.
You know, these niggas ain't eating no fruit.
Niggas bug out they can't eat candy.
Yeah.
Let alone fruit.
That drug, sugar, bro.
It's worse. They said it's worse than cocaine.
Let me get the other one. It was 2 Ezra 6. 2 Ezra 6, and I'll read 22. It says, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, the full storehouses shall be suddenly found empty, and the trumpet shall give a sound, and when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies. You just read that in that article. Sorry, neighbor. You know, at first, y'all, you moved on the block and they, we know the Edomites, that's what they do. They'll come over with a pound cake. There's some pie or some
shit. Welcome to the
shit.
neighborhood.
Yeah.
I got fruit cake for you. Nobody eat that goddamn fruit cake.
And then it even got to the point where y'all got real tight, like y'all leave and they be like, oh, well, we're gonna watch your
house sit you with the dogs and shit.
Yeah.
All that shit.
Yeah, man.
But what it said, the fountains.
Yeah, it's gonna say it.
Oh, okay, it's gonna say it.
It says, at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountains shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run.
Ain't no more running water, man. They're gonna do it in no running water. Nobody has truly. We hypothesize on the idea of water, and there's no water. Some of us have even been in a situation where your house don't have running water for an extended amount of time. Hey, it's a different life, man. It's not life. It's tough. You got something, brother?
Ezekiel 4:10. 4:10, and thy meat which thou shalt eat shall be by weight, 20 shekels a day. From time to time thou shalt eat.
It's gonna be rationing food.
Yeah.
Stretch it out.
Hey man, spread that prison spread. You better remember how to make that shit.
They not thinking of it without running water. When that toilet starts to fill up and with shit and pee and that's.
It's gonna have to go back to ancient.
Hey man. Man, people ain't ready for that shit.
Especially not no women, man.
Or
Women ain't ready, man. Y'all proud now, but hey, you're gonna catch you're gonna snap back into reality real soon, man. Hey, you're gonna realize that your worth is worthless. You know? That's what you're gonna see.
Your only value will be in how you value a man that cares enough about you to protect you.
Yeah.
Hey, they show you in these shows, man, when one man, you know, knows how to do a lot. You know, he has a lot of women by him. Hey, women are gonna be like a trade, man.
Yeah.
You know, people are gonna be trading women, man.
They show you that.
Man, I got
one that can sew and that can cook.
I got this woman here, you know. I just want that bag of rice, man. You can have it. Hey, she's gonna be traded for that bag of rice.
Bye, dude.
No, bag of rice and a loaf of bread that she can sew and cook. And she can hunt a little.
He may keep her, bro.
Right, you know.
I think a lot of these women that's been going missing lately, and in those sex trafficking rings.
Yep.
Them girls getting put to work already, man. It's already happening. But this is going to be even more severe when this time approaches, man. Women, man, y'all have been living in pleasure for quite some time now. So now it's gonna return back to reality for you.
Yep.
All right, you ain't gonna be able to rely off of OnlyFans. That's only so long that's gonna run you.
And in the words of Kevin Samuels, not even Subway will be hiring in that day. Then what you gonna do? He said that Subway will be hiring. Ain't no jobs gonna be going around. So like you said, ain't gonna be no backup plan to get a meal. Okay? You gonna be the meal if you get caught in the wrong situation.
But for the men of y'all about you outside, hey, you're gonna be fed, man.
Right.
Hey, a raven fed Elijah. Hey, I think he got fed 2 or 3 times a day.
Daniel got fed.
Yeah, Daniel got fed by Habakkuk in the lion's den. Hey, so these occurrences, which seem like out of the world to the everyday person, hey, these are going to be happening unto us, man.
Most High rain manna from the skies wandering out of in the wilderness of Egypt, man. And water from stone to rock. Quail fell out there and they had fried chicken.
Peru chicken, bro.
Peru chicken out there, bro.
Peru chicken rained from the heavens, bro.
With the chiri, bro, and y'all didn't even respect it. You know, I'm making jokes, but the real of the situation is, we believe in these miracles coming to pass. And stuff like this is what the mentality that you people are going to be under. I'm going to read it again. It says, if we were to see our neighbor with a loaf of bread and we own the gun, we might say, well, I'm sorry, you're a good neighbor and we've been friends for years, but my children haven't eaten today, and I have to have the bread, and if I have to, I will shoot you.
2 Kings chapter 6, verse 25. And there was a great famine in Samaria, and behold, they besieged it, until an ass's head was sold for 4 pieces of silver, and the 4th part of a calf of dove's dung for 5 pieces of silver. And as the king of Israel was passing by,
showing you that there was an inflation, but people were buying the wasteful parts that you wouldn't normally eat, and it was going for good money.
Yeah.
If you got a head, you want nobody eating hog head cheese. Not eating that shit. But you know what? When that famine hit, people was buying them terrible parts. People were eating the chitlins. Yeah. Okay? Even though it was unlawful, they were just trying to get a meal. And that's the difference of how spiritual we're going to remain and not take the meal like the Maccabees did, eating meat offered unto idols, versus taking the food that the Lord will provide for us. It's better to eat crickets than to eat pork. Thus saith the Bible. You got it, bro.
Verse 26, and as the king of Israel was passing by upon the wall, there cried a woman unto him, saying, Help, my lord, O king. And he said, If the Lord do not help thee, when shall I help thee?
And I like how you read that part, Slaki, bro. I like how you read that part from the start, talking about the famine and how serious the famine was. Coming into this situation, they needed the king to judge it. Go ahead.
And he said, If the Lord do not help thee, whence shall I help thee? Out of the barn floor or out of the winepress? And the king said unto her, What aileth thee? And she answered, this woman said unto me, give thy son that we may eat him today, and we will eat my son tomorrow.
And that's the mentality that's about to come back to the earth. There's a shortage of food that is being orchestrated by the government to squeeze you into submission. Okay? And you're going to succumb to something, either the will of the Heavenly Father or the will of the government, and you're going to be destroyed by the Heavenly Father. Thus saith the Bible. This is your opportunity to be protected from that according to the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. That's why this word, if it resonates with you and the actions that come along with it, then this word is for you. Go ahead.
Verse 29, so we boiled my son and did eat him. And I said unto her, on the next day, give thy son that we may eat him, and she hath hid her son. And it came to pass, when the king heard the words of the woman, that he rent his clothes and he passed by upon the wall.
Y'all eating stuff we ain't even supposed to be eating. And you made this deal. You ate your other chicks' have her son. You know? Like, he was bugged out. Like, what the hell? But that was how sore the famine was in that land.
And the people looked, and behold, he had sackcloth within upon his flesh.
Yep.
Because if you, when things get as drastic as you're willing to eat your seed, man.
Yep.
Hey, because understanding that, hey,
your children.
Yeah, your children, man. Your children. When things get as drastic as people being willing to eat their children, that's how you know it's going to be complete chaos.
Yep.
Because even in eating human flesh, man, it's diseases that come along with that.
Yep.
You know? So you're just trying to... We seen the video, the LA brothers.
Yep.
When they did the live stream about a year or so ago, and they had the video, the two Northern Kingdom Jakes, they was eating each other's ears, man.
Venezuela.
They were eating each other's ears. They was taking turns eating each other's ears.
He was like, you had that look like that don't feel good, but at least I'm gonna eat today.
Remember that show To the Lake where the people were eating each other?
Oh yeah.
How they were like turning like they were catching turning into like a zombie type shit.
Yeah.
Monsters.
Same thing in all these movies like that. When people were in the road, when people were eating, they were more bugged out. The people that were eating, huh? And Book, I was gonna say, Book of Eli, you got them shakes, and he was like, let me see, are you cannibal? You eating? And people that wasn't shaking like that could hold still, they know that they wasn't eating human meat. That it was doing something to their nervous system, because not as the scriptures tell you, not all flesh is to be the flesh to be eaten, and there's different types of flesh. And even the Most High has been specific with what types of flesh that you consume. And that's in our dietary laws. Okay? And you people, we're going to see. Some of you people call yourselves Israelites, we're going to see what your protein looks like in that day. You know, when there's no food, we're going to see what you're going to start eating for protein. I saw a video of I guess it was an Edomite or whatever, little outback woodsman type guy. She was like, have you ever eaten maple leaves or leaves for 2 weeks? Have you eaten twigs for 2 weeks? You know what that does to your digestive system and internally? Hey, so figure it out. You know, basically saying, he was telling people to hoard up food, you know, the stuff that we eat now. But really, there ain't gonna be no place for that stuff. The people that have that, the government's gonna come and take that shit from you, or they're gonna come snatch you up, and the men of the Lord are gonna come and wander upon that food and have a feast. You told us something?
This is the curse, Deuteronomy 28:52. And he shall besiege thee in all thy gates, until thy high and fenced walls come down, wherein thou trustest throughout all thy land. And he shall besiege thee in thy gates, throughout all thy land, which the Lord thy power hath given thee, and thou shalt eat the fruit of thine own body.
Yeah.
Your children.
The flesh of thy sons and of thy daughters, which the Lord thy power hath given thee, in the siege and in the straitness, whereas thy enemy shall distress thee.
So like, and that happened in 70 AD, yeah. But that don't mean the Heavenly Father can't do that again. He's doing it again. We're looking at the opening stages of famine in the earth, man, of cannibalism. Hey, you already have a taste for meat when you eat these fast food restaurants, hamburgers and whatever else. So when you eat these kids meals, you know, the kid burgers, man. When you eat these from AB